What's up, everybody? It's Randy Gardner with Craft Beer Nation, coming back at you with another review. It's been a crazy couple of days, so I am definitely in need of this beer. It's one that I haven't had before, and this is going to be the Vale Brewing Company. They're down in Richmond, Virginia, and this is their Major Rager. This is an IPA that they brew, clocks in at 6.3%. I know very, 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 very little about this beer. They just released it on Tuesday. A buddy of mine went down, and I was fortunate enough to be a recipient of a can from him. So shout out to Kevin for the hookup. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know nothing about the hops or malt bill or anything in this beer, so I have no idea what to expect. So this is going to be a true review for sure. So let's get it in the glass. So as is typical with beer from Vale, um, hazy, not like this one looks more like apple cider, if you will, not like a juice bomb. It doesn't look like like orange juice. And also, I want to show that I'm keeping it proper with my Vale glass right there. That just happened that way. I wasn't even going to review a Vale beer tonight, but then I decided to do so, and I'm using Vale glassware. Anyway, this looks more like apple cider, like unfiltered apple cider, not apple juice. Apple juice is clear. This is apple cider in a glass for sure. Hazy, no lights getting through there. Um, didn't pour very much head, but then again, I didn't pour it aggressively at all. So just to work something up, barely a finger worth of, you know, just like tight, compact bubbles. Um, yeah, a little bit of lacing on the side of the glass. I mean, it has a little bit of legs on it, but it's not going to have much at 6.3%. I don't know, it's holding on pretty good there. So I'm assuming this beer is probably going to have pretty good body. So let me jam my nose in it so I can see what it smells like. Okay, so it kind of goes without being said that a lot of these New England style IPAs are going to be tropical in the nose, right? And that's exactly what I'm getting. But it's not super aromatic. It's not like, oh, I can smell this as soon as I pour it. It's not a super aromatic beer. You jam your nose in there and you have to dig deep. You get a little bit of like white grapes. You get a little bit of pineapple. Let me work it up a little bit more here. Almost had a disaster there just now. Yeah, like a little bit of white grapes. You can reach for pineapple and maybe a little bit of papaya, but yeah, it's the aroma doesn't jump out at you. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what it tastes like. Cheers. So it's a really good beer, but none of the flavors pop like that. It's not like, oh, this is a juice bomb. I'm getting tons of pineapple. I'm getting tons of citrus. I'm getting tons of mangoes. I'm not getting that. It's a good beer, but the flavor, it's kind of like there are no peaks on the flavor profile of this beer. It's just it kind of just flows a little bit, right? Very easy to drink beer at. Like I said, 6.3% and just canned on the 5th. So today's the 7th. Super duper fresh. Um, it's a to me it would be for them, um, if they just want, this would be like a base IPA for them that they were going to brew to try to maybe dial in a system, something where the flavor profile wasn't going to be too crazy or all over the place, just to get like a solid baseline IPA, and that's what this is. And so I mean, I got to remember that you got, I can't. It would be unfair to compare it to, um, Bob from accounting, which is I think is sour IPA, or Master Shredder or Master Shredder or anything like that from the Vale. Um, it's a good, very solid baseline IPA. It's not gonna get world class marks, but you aren't gonna have a problem drinking this. So yeah, for the style, this beer gets a. I don't know, I give it uh, through. Uh, Yeah, I'm gonna give this one 3.75 CBN caps. Just because, like I said, it's not memorable. It's just solid. Kind of like how you get with Cigar City High Life. It's not a it's not a super duper most awesome ever IPA, but it's always consistent and it's always solid, which is the case with this beer. It's just solid. No crazy flavors, just a good, clean IPA flavor with a good amalgamation of hops that play together nicely without one overshining the other. So yeah, there you have it. Major Rager from Vale, the Vale Brewing Company in Richmond, Virginia, and this is their 6.3% IPA. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace.